Welcome back to Odom's Homestead down here in Zone 7A, Tennessee. Today is going to be a mid-August garden walk and talk. Let's get into it. That sun is relentless today. You can see my green beans finally starting to climb up. Sweet potatoes are doing pretty good. Them Charleston Gray just now putting on female flowers. Actually seen a couple melons off in there. So yeah, got some basil I just harvested. A pineapple I started a couple weeks ago. Some Musu Acuminatus banana pup that I took off. Banana I started at the beginning of spring, looking pretty lovely. There's one of them Charleston Gray watermelons. Finally showing up. Got a few carrots showing up in here. Some onions around the border. Yeah. Come on off in here. That's that little Ashia feed. Right here. This right where my wife red banana. Looking pretty good. That Panache Tiger fig looking lovely. Don't put out a lot of new growth. Looking lovely. It's a little kumquat. Right there is my yellow long neck. Looking pretty good. It's my Cialis. It's the Cadota. It's my little LSU Gold. It's my Olympian. Got weeds all in it. Needs to be taken out. Looking pretty good. Pretty flush. Cuttings and comfrey and banana pups that I've taken. That's my white Marcellus. Not blowing much. It's the beast, that LSU purple. Here's Hugo. That beard is black. Looking lovely. Another piece of Hugo right there. This is a brown turkey. Trying to look like she might be trying to put off some figs, but it's gonna be too late in the season. Red banana, another red banana. Looking pretty good. My pomegranate cuttings I got from my brother juicing with Jay at Desert King cutting. Not cutting. Fig that I got a couple weeks ago that I planted. Looking pretty good. The new addition, that little black Michigan fig. Over here you can see, finally got some cantaloupes coming on. Picking some more pickling cucumbers. Cantaloupes here. Got some melons off in here, some black diamonds, pumpkins of course. Got a couple pumpkins right there, nice size. Corn I done pulled a lot, leaving the stalks for a while anyway. These leaves is drooping on these cutes, like they might need to be watered. Yeah. The melons is not forming on these black diamonds. Went in off in there today and cut a lot of dead leaves out of it. Been out here doing some work. Strawberries still over there putting out not putting out runners like crazy. This is the time of the season for them runners. They shooting out runners everywhere. Come on over here to my container trees, and that first one is that brown Celeste Satsuma. Got my little meatwall kumquat. Looking pretty lovely. That Calamanda that I thought died back is actually starting to come back. I thought died actually start coming back. Seed grown lemon. My little Myers lemon, holding on to one lemon. Moore's blood orange, well I think it's actually rootstock now, so yeah. This baby is looking pretty lovely. That's that pink guava. Right beside it is a white guava. My 8-year-old seed grown lemon. And then my granddaughter Zara did. My Nagami kumquat. Never lets you down. Setting some kumquats right now. Hey, look at them strawberries. All them runners. Well, they setting them runners everywhere. It's so flush and filled in with strawberries now. Man, it's unreal. Now let's go over here and look at the apples. Up over here, you got a fig cutting I put in the beginning of spring. Some raspberries I try to transplant. Don't look like they taking, but we'll see. A blackberry, 4 Carolina King bananas. Got some dill, a trifoliage orange right underneath this Golden Delicious apple. You can see most of all the leaves is gone, shooting out new leaves. I took a lot of them leaves off. They look terrible. Some strawberries planted underneath here. Another fig cutting that I planted here the end of the season last fall. Some chives underneath this Arkansas black apple. That's my Red Delicious apple, looking pretty lovely. This is my Arbor Day crab apple. Love and Peace rose. The Odom's apple. And you got your Dwarf Wonderful pomegranate underneath all this comfrey. That's my Gala apple. And you got your lemon balm and some oregano. The White Rose of Sharon, looking lovely. The Queen, this Granny Smith apple. And you got the Hardhead at Honeycrisp. Underneath some more chives, lemon thyme, rosemary, some sage. Yeah. And that's what's going on over here in this area. Took a lot of damage from all this rain. Oh, you can see all the leaves down. So I pruned off a lot of leaves off of these apples over here. We got another fig cutting right there. Blackberry patch here. Got thorns on them with some elderberry. Got some prickly pear cactus back off in there. More comfrey, more elderberries off in here by this burn barrel. Come on over here. You got these sunflowers. That last cutting my brother juicing with Jay. Pulled most of the cabbage out. Got some cabbage left. All that white stuff is diatomaceous earth. But I think I got a way that we can keep growing cabbage off the same stalk without even have to keep replanting. You see how all these offshoots are coming? That's if it forms a head. I don't know if it's gonna form a head or not. Well, I'm just trying to see. I'm pulling all these side shoots off, leaving just one strong one like that one right there. And I want to see if it's going to form another head. So I'm going to do that with all of these stalks instead of taking them out of the ground. I'm going to do my little experiment. See if that's going to form another head. And you got the okra over here with some corn, some basil, some marigolds. White stuff diatomaceous earth because the ants like crazy. And you got the pepper bed with some more tomato cuttings that I stuck off in here that I need to get tied back up. Some basil. Marigolds growing like crazy. Peppers finally starting to turn. Some more peppers. Got tomatoes and basil off in here. Some onions underneath here. Yeah, you got the tomatoes. These things are tomato trees now. They are growing like crazy. And setting a lot of tomatoes. My Garden Challenge tomatoes is finally putting on a lot of tomatoes. So I'm hoping to weigh in a lot here pretty soon. Yeah. This is my blue Concord. Look. See on your grapes, you see that's where the ants, is gathering right there on the tips. That's because the aphis is trying to suck all the young juices out of them leaves. So I'm gonna have to dip some DE on that. Pulled all the grapes off of this Niagara grape, off of all the grapevines. These Nat King cherries was blooming again the other day. Strawberries down there need to be gone through, need to take a lot of weeds out. Yeah, these grapevines is growing like crazy. They ready for a lot of pruning. That's what they gonna get. A lot of pruning. Yeah, these Nat King cherries is setting flowers again. That's strange. Oh, look. See that flower? That's strange. Yeah, they're setting flowers again. My Carlos muscadine, that main stalk died back. I was looking at it, looked like something burrowed into it. But yeah, it shot up 2 offshoots. Well, it shot up a lot more than 2, but I trimmed it back to 2. And training them up this trellis. Yeah. So what's what we got going on with this one? Took a lot of damage from the June bugs this year on my grapes and my cherry trees. You see this? My lapine cherry took a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Blueberries. My granddaughter's dwarf canna, the roses, finally starting to come back. Other bean cherry that took a lot of damage. This is my bush apricot. My Lead Farmer Inspired Fuyu Persimmon. My gooseberry. My other bean cherry. Some Musu Bayou banana. My other gooseberry. More Musu Bayou banana. This beautiful queen right here is this Italian honey. Looking lovely. Looking lovely. Look what she doing. Look what she is doing. Go ahead, girl. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Last year she just gave me one. This year look like she's gonna give me plenty. Right beside her, you got this Texas Everbrand. He's got one right there. I think it's the only one he got so far. Well, probably ain't gonna have enough time to push out anymore. Yeah. These is the big old massive pile of blackberries. Big bush of blackberries. Underneath it, got this Violet de Bordeaux. See some double bumps, so probably ain't gonna have enough time to push them out. And you got what I planted at the beginning of spring, this Red Haven peach. And you got this other one I planted at the beginning of spring, is Blue Damson plum. Got a roll of Musu Bayou bananas. Come over here, got my Musu acuminatus. She started pushing out a few pups. Got one coming up here, one coming up here. Yeah. Dwarf Cavendish. Looking really lovely. And then you got your pineapple guava underneath these big old massive 10-foot tall Carolina Kings. And you got some comfrey. Swing over here, you got my Alberta peach. Really in the need of a good pruning. As long as my Bella Georgia peach. Oregano down there needs to be pruned and weeded. Yeah. You got your volunteer that came up. I don't really know what it is. It might be cute, so I hope so. That's feed cutting I put there. That's my yellow guava. It's another pineapple guava. That's my Mekong King. That right there, the gold finger that look like it's about dead, but we'll see. Maybe she'll put out some gold. Over here you got my little red nectarine that looking terrible. Raspberry, my raspberry patch in disarray. The comfrey growing like crazy. My wife, Crepe Myrtle, looking lovely. Got another Carolina King banana up front here. On these rose bushes. I forgot what them flowers are. Yeah. Beautiful butterfly bush there. Hot biscuits is about spit now. Another rose bush. Love our roses. Love our roses. Across the driveway. That's where the pears are. The first one right there is that Kiefer pear. Needs to be trimmed back. My wife's white rose finally came back. All our roses died back this year for some reason. Pineapple pear, looking delicious. Looking terrible. This Mongolian pear though, looking real delicious. In need of a good pruning. See that stuff growing inward like that? If you can't train it outward, yeah, you need to cut it out. The youngest pear tree I have here is the Bartlett pear. Looking really good, really good. Only one damaged leaf I see on this one. It's looking really good. Expecting the big things out of my pears next year. If that late frost don't kill them like it did this year. All of my fruit trees dropped all their fruit because of that, the late 3 or 4 frost we got. Yeah, but that's what we got going on here, y'all, in Zone 7A, Tennessee. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Growing is my passion. Odoms.